I'm just gonna deal with Trump. Okay, let's go. You ready?
One, two, three, action.
What's up, everybody? This is Ellis Burks with A Truth Project. I wanted to really just sit down and talk about with this election going on and all of the counting taking place in different states. I just really had some stuff on my heart that I really wanted to just get it off right quick. Hopefully, it can be helpful to somebody. But one of the things that really amazes me, I've talked to a couple of people, guys, friends of mine, and one of the things that really amazes me, y'all, is how so many black people, and not just black people, but believers, are voting for this guy. It just absolutely amazed me. I know that we may have some little nuggets that he said he's going to do for us. He's going to give you a little money, give me a little money. He's going to do this, he's going to do this. But here's the real deal about Trump that I have a problem with. People, these black people and believers voting for him. Trump is a liar. He's an absolute liar. He's not just a guy who tells a lie from time to time like most of all of us does. He's a liar. What he is he's a guy that has lied so much in his life that lying has become a part of his fabric, of his DNA, of who he really is. And the reason why I say that we have no business even mingling with him to some extent is because as a believer, I know a lot of y'all know that in the Bible, there's a lot of things that God despises. But one thing he really despises is a liar. And I want you to understand that he despises a liar. There's nothing that Trump could ever say that we should ever believe. There's nothing. I had one of my friends telling me I'm going to vote for him because I'll vote for anybody that stands up for the babies, dealing with abortion. Trump's a liar. So even if that's your stance and you believe that they're wrong about that whole deal, how can we as believers put our trust in somebody that is a liar? He's not telling the truth about anything. And then to run out there and vote for him again, it just absolutely astounds me. One of the things I want to say today before we even get too far is that on our next segment, we're going to be talking about abortion. Because there's a lot of things that we do in the church that we stand against and stand for in the church that is absolutely wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what we want. We can run around and stand against all the stuff that takes place bad in America. But we got to stand for some stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got to stand for the truth. We got to stand for people's lives. We just can't continue to just go and vote for somebody because he's promising me something. One of the things that we have at our church that stands up in the pulpit is a big sign that says others. So I want y'all to listen to me, saints. Here's the deal. This stuff is about others. When you're voting for somebody, don't vote for somebody who's going to do a whole lot of stuff for you. Who are you? I mean, how selfish is that? Don't vote for somebody that's going to make things good for your family. How selfish is that? Vote for somebody that's going to do something for others. Somebody who's going to stand up for black and brown people. Somebody who's going to stand up for health care. It's going to have health care for people. When y'all talking about abortion, don't tell me that you're going to stand up for the babies, but you'll vote for somebody that's going to get rid of health care. Because there's no way that a woman can have a baby, especially in the black community, because a lot of black women really struggle with childbirth. And one of the reasons they struggle with childbirth is because of insurance. So if you really care about the babies, what you really going to end up doing is voting for somebody who's going to stand up for universal health care. Another thing that you got to really recognize is how y'all letting the woman, y'all looking at her as wrong as murder, but you're letting the man who abandoned the woman and the child, y'all letting them get away from it. How can my best friend that's in the church pray all the time, who's a believer, be standing up talking about he's standing up for the babies? He can't stand up for the babies because he can't have no baby. You know what I'm saying? What he need to be standing up for is these women. A lot of times what men do when a woman gets pregnant, he tells her stuff like, I don't want the baby. I don't want you. With all that type of stuff, and then the parents are saying, I don't want the baby. You shouldn't have the baby because you're in college. With all that type of pressure, you understand what I'm saying? A woman may decide to abort a baby. But why is she deciding it? A lot of times she decided it because she's been abandoned by the man who got her pregnant. But we making her feel bad. And I'm telling you, the church is wrong. We're making her feel bad and talking about we're standing up for a baby who's already in heaven, but we're not looking out for the woman right here that's before our very eyes. We have to change some stuff in the church. One of the reasons I believe that the church is shut down is because we got all this foolish stuff. We really walk hand in hand with the devil. We don't like to say stuff like that because we're not standing up for the righteousness of God. So if you voted for Trump and you were a believer, then you're asleep. You're deceived. You're deceived because God despises a liar. He didn't say he despises a woman that aborts a baby. He didn't say that he despises that man who abandoned both of them. But what he does despise is a liar. There's a few other things in there too, but one of them is definitely a liar. So if you're running around here and you found yourself voting for Trump, who is a liar, y'all, I'm telling you right now that if that's your position, then you sleep. And my prayer, my hope for the church is that we wake up. 2020 is just not the year of vision. 2020 is the year that we all have an opportunity to open our eyes and wake up and begin to see things the way it really is. You see what I'm saying? Begin to vote in a way that it benefits others. You know, begin to care about other people other than ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? We care about everybody, not just, even when it comes to gay people. Y'all, we act as though gay people is this big problem. There is not nobody, no believer that I'm talking to right now that hasn't made decisions in their life that could have costed them dearly. There's nobody that I'm talking to right now that would not be gay if not for the grace of God. You wasn't raped or you wasn't treated a certain way. You wasn't deceived because of the protection of God. So I believe what we have to do as believers is start trying to see ourselves the right way, you know what I'm saying, so we can see others better. We got to get to the point that our eyes are open, that we can see ourselves in the right way, that we can grow, that we can become, that we can be delivered. Let's just get it real. So that's my deal for tonight at the Truth Project. I know this is fairly quick and all that like that, but it's just so important, first of all, for us to understand the truth, because I was going to tell you, if I tell you anything about Trump's, the people, his mentors, the people he rolls with, the people he says to us that he really looks up to, then you'll find out that every one of the guys that Trump really looks up to him was vicious people. They were very terrible to people of color. You know what I'm saying? And when he talks about making America great again, and when other whites talk about they want to see America great again, what they're really saying is they want to see somebody who can make it great for them and bad for you. I'm sorry y'all have to learn this before you probably already voted. But let me tell you something. That's why it's so important for us to know our history. We've got to know our history, folks. And not just our history, but how our history ties into his history. All right? Peace out, y'all. Look forward to hearing from y'all the next time. Peace.